trying something a little different, doing my weekly reflection from not the driver's seat of my car. Almost forgot to do it, but better late than never. So, wrapped up the second full week of the innovation class, and the first week focused on ideation, coming up with solutions to a problem, coming up with original ideas, or building on existing ideas, so the iteration part of it. Week two, we had them design a game that was designed to help perform a service, so to address a problem in the community and develop a game to help bring awareness or educate. The week three, we focused on social media, and I went in with a lot of assumptions that my students were more engaged on social media than I actually thought. There's a few that are very proficient in a couple of different platforms. By far, Facebook and Instagram are the most popular, and we're actually going to dig into those a little deeper next week. Our focus this week was on LinkedIn and Twitter, but we spent the first day really talking about don't be an idiot online. Period. Don't be an idiot on your social media accounts, because you're branding yourself. We talked about what are components of a good brand, and how that starts with your profile picture and your description, and ultimately your contact list, how engaging you are with your network. So a variety of backgrounds. I didn't want to start at the basics, but we kind of gave a broad overview, had them set up their LinkedIn accounts, gave them some suggested connections, and really until they start getting into their passion projects and start actually knowing the kind of work they want to be doing or the kind of people they want to be networking with, we just encourage them to just create the profile, and then start trying to reach out to people, find people that maybe have similar interests or endeavors to what you're working towards. So this is just the first stage of it. I think just because they're teenagers, it's going to be a challenge for some to abandon the norm, the expectation, the popular use of social media, which honestly the popular use is to just be like everybody else, be an idiot online, hide behind the anonymity of a smartphone or a computer screen. But our goal is to really at least take these 17 kids and have them be leaders in their communities by doing amazing things online, by highlighting the work of others, by exhibiting empathy, by connecting, by showing their professionalism, not necessarily pushing them to be mature beyond their years, but to start thinking about every word, every sentence, every picture, every video, everything they put out there is their resume. It is, and it's searchable, it's archivable, and ultimately when you're going to be asking people to partner with you or invest in you or meet with you or spend any time with you, they're going to be doing their due diligence. They're going to be looking at not only your professional Facebook page, your professional LinkedIn page, but they're also going to take a look at your personal Twitter account, because everything is a representation of you. And if that's what we want to get across during this week, and it's not a one and done. This is a major component of the class, but it's an important front loading that we needed to do. So next week what we're going to do is actually start jumping into helping students identify what their strengths are, not necessarily with the hope that they're going to identify their passion within a week, but really what are their strengths. We're going to do some personality tests. We're going to do some skills locator type activities to either confirm what they already think or to maybe contradict what they think and open their eyes to new possibilities. The late part of next week, we're actually going to get in and start talking more about the project structure. Once they start getting into the independent project work, we'll start talking about how the project plans are going to be constructed, how point values are going to be arrived upon, and what the reflection process is going to be throughout. So getting into the meat of it, but I've had quite a few students in the class that have started asking, when are we getting into our projects? When are we getting into our projects? And and I want them to. I want them to get into them, but we really want to spend the first 5 or 6 weeks of class helping lay the groundwork. We have opportunities once they get into their projects that on Mondays we're kind of use that as kind of whole class time. We're going to start digging into either current events, or we're going to cycle back to some social media topics, or we're going to talk about networking strategies, or we're going to highlight the work that people are doing either in the class or out of the class. We're going to try to connect with outside sources and mentors, so we'll be doing some live streaming and connecting on Mondays, and fill in any gaps that pop up, because not every kid's going to have the same needs, but there are going to be some universal things during this first 5 or 6 weeks that we're going to focus on. So it was a good week, and excited to see what next week brings. Stay tuned.